Hi, I'm Angela from the Beag Life, and this is Teddy. This is Bailey. About 2 years ago, I started getting curious about the talking buttons with dogs, and I decided I would just figure it out on my own, which wasn't the best idea. I'm just going to tell you the mistakes that I made, and then we're going to start fresh with some guidance and take you along the journey. So I started off with the Fluent Pet set, and I liked it a lot. It's smaller. The buttons are much smaller, and I think that I think that the recording is like a little bit more clear. Even though it's small and my dogs are on the smaller side, they had a hard time like pressing it to get it to actually go off. Teddy was much better at it than Bailey. Bailey's still very suspicious, but Teddy just likes to slap it over and over and over again. So I was going to work with them again after buying this book. This is the person, she's a speech pathologist, I believe, and she actually created the Hunger for Words line, which is the other one that I have. So I was like, okay, I'm actually gonna listen to an expert and figure this out. And so I sat down, this was like last week, and we were going through the buttons, the ones that they already knew. All of a sudden, Teddy had like projectile vomit. He like drank too much water and it was all over the mat. I mean, I still can't believe how much came out. The buttons died. A few of them just stopped working. So I was already thinking about getting the larger buttons because I thought they would maybe have an easier time hitting them to get them to actually go off. So since I had to get new ones anyway, I went ahead and bought the set from Hunger for Words. I have read about 4 chapters in this book, and the focus that I'm going to be doing from the beginning now is modeling the action that we're doing and then pairing it with the button and the words. So the book is helpful. It allows you to make lists of things that your pets are already doing and identifying when they do it and what the outcome is, what they want. That's kind of where we're going to start. Like I said, Teddy really took to it pretty easily, and Bailey still is not on board with it. Did some of the basic ones that they already know, like outside, want, food, and it came with some pre-recorded ones like eat and walk and love you, play. I do have one for PARK. I can't say that, especially right now we've been snowed in. They haven't been able to go. I also have a button for SQUIRREL. So can't say that word without them going nuts. So something that I added this time around was the buttons with their names. So I'm going to see how that goes. I will say that these buttons seem to like go off easier, which is good. They're bigger so that they don't have to get their paw directly over the little bitty button. I know that this takes up less space, the Fluent Paws one, which is nice. I think they both have their benefits. I almost think this would do better with a dog with a larger paw, maybe not huge, but I don't know. My dogs just had a hard time getting, like they have to have it directly over it in order for it to go off, where this has like a sloped, like a curved button. So it just seems like it's easier for them to slap. It was pretty easy to record. You just switch this, hold it down. It's not working because it's dead, but it'll beep. You do the record and you switch it back into the other position. So this little thing here, pretty easy. This one is easy, however, the little screw on the back to get the battery out. They do take double or AAA batteries to each button. I ended up having to get the drill out because we were having such a hard time. So that's kind of a pain. I just used a teeny tiny little screwdriver to close it back up, and I didn't twist it too tight. So hopefully when I do have to change the batteries, it's not going to be as difficult. So that's kind of where we're starting. The pre-recorded ones for the Hunger for Words, it sounds a little bit robotic versus this is my voice, and I did have a cold, so I might re-record these, but this is so yeah, they just kind of sound. I'm also wondering if that's like putting them off, like who is that, what is that weird voice? This is just the first episode introducing you guys to the series, what we've already tried. Didn't work with that, and I mean honestly, had Teddy not vomited all over it and half the buttons broke, I probably would still be using this set, even though I was already curious about this bigger one. These are the 2 boards. So you can see these like fit in pretty snugly, and it came with little labels. So you can, like, there are pictures for some of them, but then there's the actual words. I'm thinking about getting my own like labels so that they have like a visual that they can pair with the word. I think that might be a little bit easier than the color, since animals see different colors than us. This one's pretty heavy duty. These are very light. I mean, I guess if my dogs could actually press these easily, I would have maybe kept this one, but I don't know. We're going to give it a try. I'm also going to be following the guidance of Christina Hunger and see kind of what we can make of this. I feel like Teddy really has a lot to say. Bailey's still kind of concerned, so he's more hesitant in general anyway. So if you want to follow along, maybe you're interested in teaching your pets how to use buttons. I'm no expert. I clearly don't know what I'm doing. I tried to just figure it out on my own. It didn't work. So we're going to try some expert guidance and see what happens.